Make sure y'all share the link out. Hey, we live off of this thing, man. Beatz and Bitz podcast. So yeah, we got Breezy, Loopy, John, Iro for Real Gaming News, and Young Link Jr. Shout out to Nona B. She didn't feel well, I ain't gonna put her business out there. She couldn't make it tonight, but we're gonna try to. We might get on tomorrow if we get her and Crimson Night. We might do a separate show with them. But who echoed it? Somebody sound like somebody echoing.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So anyway, yeah. So I done told Link this about 800 times, Breezy. My man came in, had the light on, no shirt on, and cut the light off real quick. I'm like, what the hell going on? We done told you this, Link. You got to kick them bras out by the time we go live. You got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's time to do work, it's time. With me and a certain somebody, I ain't going to say her name, was doing podcasts or whatever, or you know, I'm gonna let y'all guess because there's only been a couple people on this show that y'all might know. But when me and this certain somebody did our show, all the bullshit stopped, and you know, we just giving Link a hard time. But I'm just saying, like, you know. You already know. But anyway, we here tonight. John got it on in the background. I didn't.
All right, back in here.
Link.
Yeah.
My man was gone for about 15 minutes.
No, wait a minute. I know this is live. I know you was like, I heard something. You said we're giving Link a hard time. I'm like, what these mother ever said this time?
You already know. You keep on, bro. Every time we get ready to do the podcast, you got to kick these heifers out. You done lied to me and Breezy.
Get out. No,
you didn't lie. You didn't lie.
He has to answer the Lord's call and save his
No. Man,
all I do is make YouTube videos.
No, man. You better quit. You better quit lying before the Lord, dog. You better quit doing it. He gonna strike you down.
He make YouTube videos during the day, but at night,
it goes all the way down. It'd be like how, and then you know, if he don't care about red lights or nothing. It's a straight horror movie going down over there.
You silly dog.
She be like, it's that time of the month. He cut the trap remix of Halloween on.
Oh, that's just nasty.
I'm just saying, man.
Let's get on with the show.
Yeah, no, we was waiting on your ass.
I'm ready, bro.
Mr. 3, share the link, and you better tell her ass share this goddamn link.
Oh yeah, we getting views.
I'm just saying. God damn it.
Oh.
You better tell all the whole church better be tuned in to this shit.
Oh, Lord.
Lying on them goddamn. I'm gonna get O'Shea on her next time on your ass, boy. You gonna be Reverend Do You Wrong Jr.
Reverend Do You Wrong Jr.
Oh, yeah, that's his new name, Reverend Do. Anyway,
Reverend Do You Wrong Jr.
Yeah, you seen that video? I sent you that video, Breezy.
Oh God,
I sent you that video. Link is Reverend Do You Wrong Jr. Like, you know, that's his new name.
Oh, silly, man.
Yeah. We gonna have you do the commercials on the Thirst Box. But anyway, Black Ops versus Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, everybody, I've been playing Black Ops. John been playing Black Ops. I played it on the Xbox because I went to Family Video. They didn't have no more copies. But and me and Loopy been playing Soul Calibur 6. Y'all we gonna give impressions and then we'll get to who won today. John, throw some headphones on, bro. You echo.
I got headphones.
Oh, you do? Link, you gotta hit mute. She done stole your goddamn headphones, bro.
I'm not echoing.
She stole. Link, come on, dog. Anyway, what was I finna say? She over stole this man headphones. He said, "Baby, I'm finna do this podcast. I can't. You gotta get up off of me." So she went up in the other room, took that goddamn head. Look, they know already. They be watching this shit. But anyway, yeah. So I've been playing Black Ops and it just don't. It's solid, but it just don't feel the same. Like World War II, I feel like yes, we back to form. Even with Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, I felt like the production value with the multiplayer modes was there. This was like we just put this shit out because we knew y'all was gonna grab it because of Blackout, and Blackout is the superior
Battle Arena.
Yeah. So what you think, John?
I really like the new Black Ops, to be honest with you. The Blackout's really good. It's interesting how people kind of pick one or the other. They'll be like, oh, I don't want to play multiplayer ever. Like, I'm just playing Blackout. Like, get me out the party.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, I really feel like Black Ops 4 is pretty good. But I skipped World War II, so I don't know if that has something to do with my impressions. I feel like there's minimal lag issues. The hit detection, all that stuff seems decent. I'm not going to say it's not perfect, but it feels pretty good.
We just found out who it was. It was John, but it's all good.
I'm echoing still?
Your mic is a little bit like distorted, but it's all good, player. We gonna work it out.
Sorry about that, man.
My bad.
Some better equipment next time.
No, just push the talk.
Okay.
Yeah. So Loopy.
Yes.
We played Soul Calibur. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's Breezy. Wait a minute, it's Breezy.
What? What's going on?
You echoing a little bit, bro.
I'm echoing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hold on.
Just a little bit. Hey, John, you can unmute. You can unmute, bro.
I'm gonna play with some settings.
Yeah. So anyway, but we played Soul Calibur 6. I played a little bit of it yesterday. You've been playing the hell out of it. What you think about it?
See, I'm not a very complicated person, so they don't have to do much to impress me. I get to hit things and stab things and go pow pow. And if it does flashes, I just like the way it looked. That's the honest God reason why I bought it.
So so wait a minute, you a Soul Calibur virgin?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
See, I feel judgment in that though. Like,
well, we still love you though. We still love you.
Well,
so.
I watched my fair share of YouTube videos. I understand why people hated the last one. I still don't give a fuck.
Yeah, the last one was Booty Cheeks, and Breezy talked me. I was hyping it up, and Breezy was like, "Bro, come back, come to Jesus." Arguing with niggas in Facebook groups and everything. And
yeah, you were really out there about that.
Everything, bro. I was going all the way in. Like, it wasn't even no thing. But I like it so far. They totally nerfed Maxi, but I'm liking Geralt, and I'm liking Geralt, and I'm liking what's my guy? I'm liking Geralt, and I'm liking damn, I can't even think. Geralt and Mitsurugi. I actually made my Mitsurugi Travis touchdown from No More Heroes. I actually like they creation suite is great. Like I seen somebody make the dude from Samurai Champloo. I done seen people make different anime characters. Somebody made Spider-Man from a new Spider-Man game. So you know, it's pretty lit. So now to the elephant in the room. So Black Ops right now is #1 on the charts. Fast, like they made $1 billion over this weekend. $1 billion with a big B. Everybody that was playing everybody that was playing Fortnite and PUBG, almost everybody, Ninja, Dr. Disrespect, everybody was over there on Blackout. Like, it's the new hotness. And we reported that on Real Gaming News that they cleared $1 billion in a weekend. With a big beat. So, but Red Dead Redemption, like, they saying that the Best Buy pre-orders ain't gonna come in on the first day. GameFly can't ship Red Dead on the launch day because they ain't got enough copies.
Did you hear mom and pop shops cannot have it till November?
Oh, for real?
Because they keep on breaking street dates with Black Ops.
Oh, well, so, I seen Video Game Depot out in Alaska. I met them at E3. They got theirs. I think they got distributors, so they gonna probably get theirs. The mom and pop shops that got distributors are gonna probably get it, but I don't think like some of them other ones that be going in and had to go buy their stuff from like a chain store or whatever, or you know. Well,
according to what I heard, Rockstar is like tightening the distribution. Yeah.
Oh.
But I got something interesting to bring up, but I don't know if this is the exact timing. But did you notice in Black Ops 4 that last night the new update added in the black market?
Oh, man, we already know it's gonna be some microtrans. You knew it. Like we ain't got to go down that road.
There's like more than half of the rewards in the black market are just like suitcases, and it doesn't say what you get. And I'm like, okay, so this is where they were going to put loot boxes, but now loot boxes are illegal in like half of the world. So
they don't give a damn. They already like Jim, your boy Jim Sterling was already telling everybody that we already knew this. Like
he's a bit off the edge these days, to be honest.
Oh no, he going in. He fighting a good fight. He like
that's true
Torrance
too.
He like Torrance on steroids. He going ham.
He's just trying to repeat himself until it like helps, makes a change, you know.
Yeah, he going hard, but Breezy don't fuck with him. Link, hold on, Link. Did you play? Hold on, Link. Did you play Soul Calibur before we go into this debate? Because
no, I didn't play. I just watched the gameplay of it.
But, you was over there, Broad House playing it. That's what it was.
No, I
ain't got time for games when we trying to deliver folks.
Yeah, no, he playing little Timmy in the choir. He over here playing the damn.
No, I mean I used to play I used to play Caliber 4 though, so I mean I don't know that's a good comparison of 6, but no, I used to be like real good at it though. But I mean down the line I'm playing, I don't mind, getting and playing online.
Man, what's going on with all the offering money, dog? You supposed to have been had all the damn.
I know.
Yeah, dog. Come on.
I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know. I just not. I used to just be into games like that.
Because you playing games with these women now. Shit.
No, man.
You got the girl on the deacon board, the other girl on the usher board, praise dance team. I ain't bringing you to my church when you come here. Hell no, I don't want them problems. Shoot. But anyway, so Red Dead, I think, might dethrone Black Ops because the argument that I've been hearing in different podcasts and different outlets is because Call of Duty has the bigger install base, and the bigger brand recognition. It's been 8 years since the last Red Dead. 2009 was the first game I bought with some bread. Do y'all think that it's gonna sell more than Black Ops? It's on track to do it because if they can't even, retailers are saying they can't even ship it out. Like the digital codes is is flying off the shell, is running out the digital, like the codes or whatever. It's the same thing that happened with Spider-Man. What? What's so funny?
You? Trying to think of a word for digital shells.
Yeah, anyway, the digital codes.
Well, it is kind of funny that they're saying that they're running out of digital codes, because it's like, what the fuck does that even mean? You can just type out some more.
Well, I think that they
type. It's a button they hit and it generates however many they.
Well, I think that's the thing. Like when they do it, they only do so many It's the same thing online with like with the retailers. I found out if you do if you buy it from a third party site and you don't download it directly from the system, which is what I did right here. We're gonna probably start doing some giveaways on this month. Get some more folks roll through. But if you don't get it directly off of the system, they only give the retailers a certain amount of codes. So, especially if they know if the game, if they don't know how the game is gonna be, or and Rockstar too, when GTA 5 came out, and with the online and everything else, even single player for the first day, like it was so many people connecting, that it crashed the Rockstar online servers for people trying to sync their saves and their progress and all that. It crashed the game, so you couldn't really even start the game properly until like a few. I forgot. Like it took me like 3 times, and it took me about 3 or 4 hours to start the game when it came out on PS3 or Xbox 360. But we'll see what happens. I think they just give a certain amount of codes to the retailers, so when Amazon runs out, they run out.
I mean, you're right. And even on PlayStation Store, there's still some kind of weird process where like Rockstar and Sony have to like exchange emails and do some kind of lawyer stuff to get more units created. But it does kind of seem really like stupid to be like, oh, we don't have any more on actual PlayStation Store and the Xbox Store. It's like, really? Can't you guys just, make an infinite deal? I mean, it's not like you're going to stop working together.
I'm finna get the Ultimate Edition, so I'm trying to think, do I want to get the Ultimate or do I want to get the Special? Because then I can take the rest of that and get my, when I get my they doing like a sale right now where you can like get $15 back. So I might get the Destiny stuff, or I might get a digital copy of Soul Calibur 6.
Or you can get the Ubisoft Tostinos edition.
No, anybody getting the Ubisoft Tostino edition. Oh, $2 million for GT? I don't know.
Well, it's a hard call whether or not it's going to outsell Black Ops 4, and also it's going to be hard to see if they're even going to give us enough information to know right away. Well, then again, Rockstar could say, like, we are the #1, and that would let us know. But, they're not releasing the Black Ops 4 physical sales units or whatever. It's mostly, they're talking about the digital ones, because I guess it's a little bit down in the UK, which may or may not reflect anything worldwide. But I think that Red Dead Redemption 2 has a strong potential to outsell Black Ops 4, and a lot of that comes down to advertising the game inside of GTA Online.
Yeah, so they are already letting folks. That's a good thing, because they already previewed and did like a crossover thing where you can get like a gun, you can get a tomahawk. I'm deleting shit off my PS4 right now, making room. I don't know if I'm gonna have that room. I'm trying to decide right now. Like, I got these codes, so I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna slide, and because I can get so.
You should leave that Soul Calibur on there.
No, I'm gonna leave. So I rented Soul Calibur, but I'm gonna get that later. Like, I'm not even. I'm full out. Yeah.
Fuck Red Dead. Just keep Soul Calibur so that I can kick your ass. Like, I could be like, get on so I can kick your ass.
I don't know, cause I'm kind of iffy on it. Cause if I get the regular, and then when I get my $15 back, I can get my Soul Calibur too. So I don't know.
Over there disappointing Jesus.
No, I mean I get it probably on Black Friday when it's $40, and then I can get the DLC or whatever for $30 later on. Like, matter of fact, no, I can get it when it's 40, and then all I got to do is put 15 more instead of the whole 30, because I'm getting the 15 back. You see what I'm doing here? You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm doing? I don't like paying. I'm only paying full price because I want to make sure I'm ahead. Because when Red Dead come out, I'm letting y'all know right now, John, I'm running up on you. I'm running up on everybody in Red Dead. I'm gonna remake Denzel from Magnificent Seven, and you can remake Chris Pratt. Did y'all see Magnificent Seven? But we ain't gotta talk about it right now, but that'll be next week, I guess.
What does Breezy think about the sales? Who's gonna top?
I think Red Dead probably a win, only because people have been looking forward to Red Dead more than they have Blops for. So I don't know. It depends on what modes Red Dead has as well. Like if Red Dead has a battle arena mode in it, or it has a better multiplayer mode in it than it did in the previous Red Dead, then it could have some type of longevity. But if it doesn't have anything like that, then it's going to be a flash in the pan game and won't have no staying power.
Let me see if I got the storage. I might have to go get me a damn hard drive.
Ultimately, what matters is staying power.
Oh shit! I ain't even got enough room on this bitch. Oh,
you got any spare laptop hard drives? Because you could get an enclosure for like $15. That's what I did.
No, I'm gonna have to delete some of this save data off of this motherfucker. That's all that is. This is. Let me make sure everything. I'm doing it right now as we speak. As we freaking speak. But anyway, what you got? Aces? Oh. Did they send that to you, John?
Hell no. Nintendo's not generous.
We gotta holler at Andre, man. He gotta hook your boy up, because he said, he got the people over there. We got to holler. I'm gonna have to holler at him, man.
I think it's all about that in-person meeting, though.
Oh yeah, but
they'll fuck with you if they meet you because they know you're more serious. But I don't think no emails are gonna do it with Nintendo. I've already gone down that road with them for years.
Oh yeah,
but you know what I got on the way is the SX Pro. You know what that is?
What's that?
That's the Switch hack.
Oh, don't tell nobody. Don't snitch.
That's all right.
So anyway, on to the next topic. Vic Mensa, bitch ass. This XXXtentaction.
Is that how you say that name? I never heard of nobody say his name correctly. That's how you say it.
Oh, damn. Free space after uploading. Oh, shit. I ain't gonna have no space to upload shit. Damn. Hold on. Do I want Shaq food? No. This is some bullshit.
Bro, come on.
Hey.
When you got time to listen to you talk about how hard it is to delete big titty women off your hard drive, bro. Like, come on.
What's up with this?
I don't got no porno on my PS4. What the fuck?
You up there? Oh, I gotta get rid of this. I gotta get rid of that. Like, bro,
I might just pop back up there more and get the damn hard drive and quit playing. Shit. But anyway, all the Florida. I heard everybody in Florida say that Vic Mensa can't come back, man. Kodak Black looking for him. Everybody, the whole sniper gang getting ready to snipe him. What's up with man? This dude. They need to come get him. I don't know what's up with dude, but bro tripping.
You know what's up with him. He on some bullshit.
Yeah, we know Breezy said it's on site. He pull up. He pull up. Breezy already the whole he can't do a show in Florida, boy. They gonna run his ass up out of there. What y'all think about that? Because I felt like it was in poor taste for him to, because like. Dude worse than Soulja Boy when Soulja Boy was on the King Draco shit. Like, didn't nobody ask this dude to jump his happy hips up there, and the young legend that was XXXtentaction. Like, I understand what he was accused of, but old girl changed up her story.
It don't matter. Why don't he talk shit about Mike Tyson?
Or academics.
Why don't he talk shit about Floyd Mayweather?
No, he ain't gonna do that.
These are men who also have been accused and some of them convicted of domestic abuse against women, but he ain't say their names because he don't want that business. So whatever.
No, he'd rather talk about a dead man.
Yeah, let's talk about somebody that can't hurt me. So that's what he on. He need attention and he got it for 60 seconds. And he gonna sit his ass down.
Yeah, I can't fuck with that.
Well, that girl.
Dr. Dre have domestic abuse charges too? He mentioned him either, and he alleged.
Dr. Dre just look angry all the time. I can see that.
Yo, Busta Rhymes been looking like a Ninja Turtle lately since we just talking on people look for him. Lost his neck altogether.
Hey, he been eating up off all them residuals, and I'm in love with the cocoa money and all that shit. Dog, bro going ham.
I saw an old music video with Busta Rhymes, and I'm like, damn, how he get neck removal surgery?
Now,
because he damn sure.
Hey, let's not disrespect the legend that is Busta Rhymes. Okay,
he just lifts a lot of weights.
Let's not do that.
What, with just his legend?
Oh, come on, big dog. Come on, let's not this legend out here, dog.
That's
I'm not dissing his work or his craft. I'm just saying his neck is strong.
Hey, Breezy, come on, bro. Let's not do that to the legend, man. Let's not do it to the legend.
It's respectfully, like that dude is fucking buff.
What type of weights are you lifting? Semi trucks, like shit.
He's on the juice, bro.
Damn.
Ain't no questions about that. But I'm not against it. You should let the football players juice.
Yeah, you do you.
I don't do it, but it's entertainment. It's entertainment. Fuck it.
Yeah.
If I was him, I might do it. You don't know how many people he's got to deal with in life.
Does he deal with them with his neck? Like the fuck, right?
In terms of the diss, I didn't really know who that person was until you mentioned it was gonna be on the show. I kind of looked into it. Well, first of all, that XXX dude, his girlfriend is like a psychopath. First of all, she's saying she's a strange person. I'm not commenting on allegations, but just in general, she's a strange person. And then secondly, it seems like that dude who made the diss, he's like a hyper liberal. He's always posting a whole bunch of stuff online about virtue signaling and.
Man, that dude choked his own bitch out. He choked his own bitch out, dog. You don't have no room to talk about what's up, Vico? What's up, Gaming Bear? You don't have no room to talk about what another man should or should not be doing. And you out here choking your own broad out here, and then you gonna I don't do that no more. Bitch ass nigga. Anyway.
Listen, the thing about Vic Mensa, he's just an artist who's upset that his career ain't pop.
Exactly.
And he likes to pick easy targets. People who are in rehab, people who have died. And that's how he drums up news about himself, surrounding himself. Outside of that, he's honestly a nobody. With
Pusha T ass nigga.
Oh boy. I'm not getting into you.
What rolls into our next? What rolls into our next topic? This nigga Pusha T done sent a bitch over.
He didn't send no chick over.
Man.
He didn't send no chick.
He did because he said that the chick was like his sister.
No, he got that all wrong.
Well, he said one of the chicks that was like turncoating on him was like his sister, and then he sent the other broad over there to 40. Yeah, man, she sleeping with the enemy, man.
You got it all wrong, bro.
That's that kryptonite over there, man.
Would you like me to explain it to you?
Man, tell us.
No, I already know. I already know.
Ass backwards,
he was no. I listened to that whole shit.
How long was it then?
It was 3 hours. Niggas was talking for 3 whole hours, explaining away why this nigga, him and Vic Mensa need to team up because they shit ain't rocking. So
whatever.
No, I'm saying because this is coming from a Pusha T fan that I enjoy Pusha T, but he is upset at how his career has transpired.
He ain't upset about his career.
Man, he upset he ain't getting the same.
How you gonna listen to a 3-hour podcast?
No, I already know. This is why he made an imaginary beef off of motherfuckers talking about sales.
Beef, dude.
He made no.
You're the only person I know can watch a 3-hour podcast.
Dog, because you know why? Because Jay-Z didn't get mad, Kanye didn't get mad at Birdman's statements. T.I. didn't get mad at Birdman's statement saying we got Drake, Nicki, and Lil. That's how this whole shit started. This motherfucker said on the interview, he said, man, we were at war. No, nigga, you decided to take some shit. Motherfuckers talk about statistics. No, it was all in good.
What did he say? What did he say in the interview? I can't have you shooting at people next to me.
No, he ain't shooting at no motherfuckers, man. He talking shit. It wasn't even disrespectful talking shit. Cause Jay jumped over there and said, "Oh well, me and Kanye, we sold this, and this. Kanye had the biggest debut since da 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 da." And you know when he went up against 50, you know what I'm saying? So they was talking shit.
Even, if you're talking about sales,
Jay-Z got on fucking Drake album, like it ain't no fucking beef.
Listen,
them niggas was dissing. They was sending shots back and forth, but that's his man.
Kanye and Jay been like low key
beefing themselves.
Yeah.
Like he said in the interview, if you paid attention to the interview, what two other people do as friends or whatever the bromance they have, that's them. That ain't him.
Nigga.
You could be friends with somebody and I have issues with them. That's your relationship, not mine, or friendship, however you want to word that.
It's not a beef though.
Yes.
Like it wasn't
a beef.
This the only nigga beefing. This the only nigga beefing. T.I. Big
fine. That's fine.
Fucking Jay-Z, Kanye. All 50 of them niggas. Didn't nobody jump up and say fuck that nigga Birdman. Didn't nobody. Everybody got talking shit. That's what they doing,
bruh.
I'm just saying.
Because you friends. Just because you friends with somebody don't mean the other person.
Pusha T is a nigga that jumped out the window and niggas didn't ask him to jump out the fucking window. Niggas didn't ask this nigga to jump. Ain't no. Man, that's a nigga.
You can't.
Nigga, he mad.
Whatever.
That he mad that his shit got put on hold because Pharrell left Arista. Them niggas fell off. They came back because just like Red did, it took 8 years for them niggas to come back with their shit. It came out. It didn't do nowhere near what was the first shit they did? Not Hell Have No Fury, but Lord Willing. It didn't do nowhere near that. Then Pushing went solo. That motherfucker's first project didn't do shit. So then he decides, okay, Birdman did this thing, so now I'm gonna do New God Flow. Now I'm gonna do Exodus. Then he gets on his fucking single with Rick Ross, which the nigga also said that Rick Ross shit didn't. Birdman said that Rick Ross shit didn't do nothing.
And Ross and Birdman had issues at one point.
But Ross and Birdman had issues
a
whole different.
But
they
Rick
actually.
Daddy and Ross had issues.
But this is the thing, though.
Rick Daddy
and
fucking Birdman.
But that was actual real shit. This is some shit this nigga contrived. No, this is some shit that Pusha T contrived over friendly competition.
It's not a contrived thing.
Niggas talking back and forth like they're gonna kill each other.
Don't like Pusha, bro.
No, because he a lame ass nigga.
Ain't nobody said
Fuck
nobody
this nigga, man.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Put a Birdman and Rick Ross and Birdman was talking shit, talking about they was gonna pull up on niggas. 50 and Ross was talking. It was real. That was some real gangster shit.
Bruh,
this nigga just decided I'm going to inherit an imaginary beef over some bull. No, I can't fuck with that nigga, man. I can't. I don't give a fuck about how much dope this nigga sold, man. Fuck this nigga, man. He just salty that the nigga ain't winning. He ain't even in the conversation. The nigga came back later on in the interview saying, "Man, I gotta up my game because these little niggas, man, they putting out a whole bunch of shit." But I like, Don't nobody give a fuck how much dope you. Because if you was selling that much dope, you would know the fucking business. You would know before signing the motherfucking contract. You got all this motherfucking money. Why the fuck would you be out here selling record deals? What the
bruh? What 3-hour podcast was this, tempted.
Man? Joe Budden.
Okay, listen. Oh. It was a Joe Budden podcast, right? And they had Pusha T on, and they talked for 3 hours about Drake,
why this nigga flopping,
where the beef started, and everything else like that. And they covered all the bases. They asked him tough questions. He answered what he could answer truthfully and whatnot. And I don't know what podcast Jeezy watched, because clearly we watched 2 different podcasts. But he answered all the questions truthfully. He explained where the beef come from, how it started. He explained that the whole thing was strictly just on some MC shit. And that, yeah, he understands it looks weird, just him jumping out the window and nobody else. But he also explains, listen, Drake and Kanye be having these love spells, these love tit for tats with each other, where Kanye will diss Drake and then Drake will diss Kanye. But let's not pretend like people can't have separate relationships. Like he himself said it in an interview. He can't take street logic and apply it to the music industry. It don't work that way. You can't. You can't make somebody who's not from that environment, that background, that upbringing, and make them live the same way that you live to. So he doesn't hold them to that standard. That's why he the only one jumping out the window. Like you so upset that he's the one jumping and ain't nobody else jumping. It's like there's a reason for that. All them people he around, they ain't grow up that way.
Well, this is my thing. This is my shit. This is my whole argument with this shit. Like, you jump out the window on niggas because you felt like niggas. This is the thing. You jump out the window on some shit that didn't nobody else, like I just got through saying.
Don't matter how nobody else feel. That's how you feel. That's like the whole Conor McGregor and Khabib shit. How can Khabib jump out the ring? How can he jump out the ring? And then Khabib's like, how can this motherfucker throw a dolly at a bus with all these innocent people at it? Everybody's just concerned how Khabib jump out the ring. Like, you can't put your expectations on other people. Stop it.
Well, I don't have, but I don't have to like this nigga because ain't
nobody saying you gotta like him. You clearly dislike him. That's cool. I'm disappointed. And lie and put your own narrative on this shit.
Okay, so he jumped out the window and then nobody. Big Country Kane, Meg Boney, Young Dro, fucking Jay-Z, J. Cole. None of these Link, bro. You loading that clip up and we hear you. You ain't got you loading that clip up over there, big dog. We know you got to quit fucking around with the church members now, because them boys gonna come see you.
Killzown, just how you gonna stop?
But anyway,
whatever, nigga.
You know I'm fucking with you because you know you did that. You did that with the Game Boy the last time. We thought this nigga was loading up a gun.
No,
remember that, Breeze?
That's stupid, bro.
I'm messing with you. But I'm saying, check it out. I do not like people who do shit strictly for attention. He did doing what Vic Mensa is doing, and he too old for that. He too seasoned for that, and he's too legendary for that. Like, I can't take away from him being a great rapper. Like, grinding was my shit. We was all in the lunchroom beating on the motherfucking table doing all that. What happened to Breezy?
Probably fell off. But
you
never too old to take advantage. I feel like right now, kids on you and your feelings.
No, because I done been through a lot of beefs myself. So, like, my thing is a lot of internet beefs and all that shit, and I done been through that shit. So, and when it's real, it's real. John know. Well, see, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers was talking. We was at.
Been there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I done been there. I've been there. And when it's real, it's real. But when motherfuckers is contriving that shit just to sell a fucking record, like, matter of fact, Drake even said that shit. When back in the day niggas reached for the weapon, nowadays niggas reach to sell their. That's Pusha T in a nutshell.
But that's everybody in a nutshell. Everybody
Man,
listen, a lot of people do that. They want to get that attention and clout, man. I mean, I just talked to a rapper about that. People just have like what they not, man. I don't know, man. Like the people just do things for attention nowadays. So it's.
But are you sure that relates to this situation? Because you're talking about Birdman, and that's a real sketchy individual.
Well, Birdman had his own thing aside, and it's kind of just like that's a whole separate issue to when a person is asking about stats, and y'all on there talking. Everybody's on the radio talking shit, including Jay-Z, T.I. They had just performed at. It was just publicity for Swagger Like Us, the record they just did. So my whole thing is, if everybody is like holding their nuts and everybody is talking their shit, and it's unjust. Now that Birdman shit, we knew Birdman was screwing motherfuckers over. We knew that when I screwing him over, he had learned the business.
No, he's been screwing people over since day one.
Well, okay, well I mean that's a whole that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not, but still,
record labels been screwing people over. Exactly. People with their own studios.
That's real. That's real shit though. And I bought the Ultimate Edition of Red.
This is real
shit. Wayne had gone with Master P.
But that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. Well, all I'm saying is that this motherfucker jumped out the window, was just like a motherfucker on the movie, in the gangster movie, any gangster movie that you didn't see.
That's fine.
And a motherfucker tell you don't jump out the window, which Jay-Z and Kanye said, don't jump. Exactly.
Nobody told him that. It's fine. Yeah.
So he just capitalized. He just capping. He capitalizing off of this shit, and it really ain't capitalizing nothing. Like, but I mean, the nigga only sold. I mean, I'll give him his credit.
Fuck what he sold.
Cause he doing this shit to sell more shit, and it didn't work.
It did work. It worked. No, it didn't.
It did. The nigga only sold 85,000 on a major. That's nothing.
That's big.
That's for him. It's big,
for Pusha T.
That nigga was on there talking about, I got him in his feelings.
But see, this is
like a little bitch.
He mentioned, and this is why I say we watched two different interviews. They brought up talk about numbers and how it's always the motherfucker who's number one, like a Drake, who gets to dictate how you determine who wins. Oh, it's sales, or it's lyrical content, or it's who sounds better on the radio.
I'm not finna go back and forth with a nigga.
You moving goalposts when you do shit like that.
It's not even about. It's not even. We talking about impact. This nigga right now just dropped 2 days ago. Dropped the fucking motherfucker. It is sales though. Okay. Impact, sales, the motherfucker, everything this nigga do. Drake dictate the culture.
Okay.
The motherfuckers the nigga came in trying to be cool with niggas, and then everybody, literally everybody in the game trying to get this nigga because he number one. He can't help it. The nigga, right? It's like Cardi B said, you can't help that a motherfucker. Same thing with Cardi B and Nicki. I had to get. I still stand by my statement because these niggas switched up, and I was on fuck these niggas. I still stand by my statement. A lot of motherfuckers switched sides, and into them motherfuckers that switch sides on him. That's bogus. Niggas, niggas switch sides on Pusha T.
Listen, there is no switching sides. What happened? Nicki wasn't out. She wasn't doing shit. She was sitting her ass down because she had just got done with the whole Meek Mill Drake shit. Then she was trying to find herself. She was dating Nas and dating this one and dating that one. Nicki was trying to be happy. Nicki wasn't paying attention to Cardi B. She was like, oh, she's a nobody. Cardi popped. The industry got behind her. They pushed her. Then she became a threat. Then she overtook Nicki. Then Nicki got in her feelings when she came back. Like, damn, y'all really messing with the chick who can't rap or read? Like, damn, it's like that? And then the industry was like, yeah, it's like that. You weren't here for the Pusha shit. You had a bunch of Drake fans come out. Drake won. And then Pusha put out all the stuff he put out. And all the old hip-hop folks were like, okay, this is some lyrical miracle shit. This is some hard shit. You got stuff in here you need to answer and address. And Drake was like, nah, I can't do that. I can't find no dirt on him, so let me get somebody to squash it for me. And it got squashed, and then that was the end of it. If the roles were reversed, and Pusha was the big one, and Drake was the big one, we'd be having the same conversation.
Exactly, I agree.
All of this anger and upset and unrest at this bullshit is stupid to me. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid because that's how it go. Drake was bigger than Meek. Drake crushed Meek. Ain't nobody feel bad for Meek.
No, I did. I did because hold on. Wait. Let me say it.
Meek asked for that shit.
No, I felt bad for him because he was pointing out some good topics. I did.
Motherfuckers was around here playing back to back non-fucking stuff.
It was hard. It was hard. It was hard. Meek took too long, and for him to make them allegations like he did because he was with Nicki, and Nicki allegedly said because he came up a couple racks short at Barney's.
Even Nicki dissed Drake. In her album, she dissed Drake. She said he a crying pussy eating nigga.
Wait. That's on a joke song where she dissed every fucking body.
Don't matter. That don't fucking matter. She still dissed him. What are you somebody you mad for?
Eminem dissed people in a joking manner all the fucking time, and don't nobody take
it. No, she was fucking Drake.
Why you dissing somebody you cool with? Like, what the fuck?
She was fucking Drake.
I don't care if she was fucking the whole rap team. Like, we talking about dissing people and trying to elevate their careers and all this other fuck shit. Like, yo, if I'm cool with you, you ain't got no business dissing me on the track, even if you is joking, because that's going to put in the people's mind that I'm actually like that. And now I got to answer this shit.
But she don't think she cleared that with him? Like, anybody she close with, you don't think she was like...
No, I don't think she cleared that shit with him, because she was upset with him at the time.
What the fuck she said?
She was upset with him at the time when she
anybody you cool with and you joke dissing them on the track, you gonna play that shit for them before you release it. You're not. Or
you just don't do it.
No, you just don't do that. You don't joke diss someone like that. That's like me coming out and with my girl and be like, "Yo, my girl got funky ass Red Lobster, low tide fish smelling pussy, but I still eat it though." Like, no, that ain't.
But that's Wayne for her. That's Wayne for her. Like. If Eminem, the one person that's off for Eminem would probably be Dr. Dre. That's the one person he wouldn't diss. 50, he'll diss him in a minute. So, in a joking manner. So, to put that limitation on jokes, it's like, it's really whoever.
You are a rapper. You're not a comedian.
Eminem and 50 are like boyfriends practically.
Yeah, like, no.
You heard the way they talk about each other? It's for real.
That's some ass backwards shit. Like, that's like fucking Jay-Z coming out and throwing shade at Beyonce, or not even be at Beyonce, at Solange or some shit. Like, he ain't gonna do that. That's some old dumb shit.
After the elevator incident, she whooped his ass.
But for real, Cardi B can rap.
Put hands on her, like, I mean.
But for real, Cardi B can rap, though.
No, the fuck.
I mean, she good. She okay.
Shit. Don't get me
she
started.
Ain't nothing like. She ain't
nothing
amazing.
Started.
Please don't get me started. She's
but like
Cardi
B. Nicki's like Eminem. You know, she's good at the dictionary, but the shit's corny.
Not really, because it's all lyrical. Cardi B, first of all, she's not a fucking MC, and she's not lyrical at all. Half the shit she don't fucking write. Cardi B is good at being ratchet, getting noticed, and looking pretty.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hell, that was Diddy Azalea for a short time.
But don't call her a rapper, don't call her MC, and don't call her good. Just say she good at looking pretty.
I said she aight.
And she not even good at memorizing lines, because from what I saw, I believe she forgot it on the stage.
The one thing she good at is sliding down a pole. Facts.
So she needs to stick to that. Make a celebrity
damn.
club.
I mean, she started out as a stripper. Like, that's not even like, yo, you are a good stripper.
Hold up now.
What?
Hold up now. I'll say run. Look.
Listen,
what,
bro? None of those people are shit. They all got their multi-millions. They not trying to get into no trouble and lose that money. Like, none of them gonna do it.
I don't know. They got shooters, nigga.
They ain't got shooters. They ain't got none of that shit. Like, bro, you get this shit so much weight. It's fucking ridiculous to me. This shit's like wrestling. Because if they're really about that life, they wouldn't have made it as far as they have. Like, miss me with this dumb shit.
Breezy, I'm fucking with you, dog. Come on.
Like, y'all, this shit be annoying the fuck out of me, man. Because I'm like, y'all be talking about these motherfuckers like they actually doing some, they ain't doing shit. All these rappers who tell me some, yo, X was my friend, X was my dude. When I see Vic Mensa, I'm gonna pull up and punch him. Man, fuck that bullshit. You know his Instagram, you know his Twitter, you know where he at. Homeboy tweeting out GPS location. You bought some shit, go get him. Go
niggas
get
ain't
him.
about to get on no plane to go whoop this nigga ass. They gonna wait till he get around
there.
there. When they get around them,
No, you want to do it for entertainment and publicity. Roll up on him now. Don't wait till you at some event and everybody there and their security. No, roll up on him now.
Why would I go? Okay, well,
because you want to talk.
It's different. It's different. Your boy Stitches said he was gonna catch him when he came to Florida.
Stitches ain't doing none of that old cross-face clown-looking motherfucker.
Hey, I gotta. Wait a minute. I gotta give Stitches credit though, because he pulled up on. Even though he lost, he did pull up on a nigga game. So that is hey. And he blowing up ever since. We thought, see, niggas thinking, look, this is the thing about
it. Though. Wait, did he pull up around security?
Man, listen, bro.
No, Whack 100 knocked his ass out.
Listen. Keep shit facts. You know where these people live. You know where these people stay. All this shit's public knowledge. If a crazy bitch can sneak into Chris Brown's house and write lipstick all over his fucking Lamborghini, how you some hard nigga can't find where they stay at? Like, miss me with this. Y'all on some fake shit with this. Like, they not cut from the cloth I'm cut from and some of my homeboys are cut from. Like, we ain't got time for all this jabber-jocking and Twitter tapping. Like, come on. Where he at? Let's find him. Like, this is stupid to me. I hate these type of conversations. Because they're not going to do shit. Even with the whole Joe Budden thing. Oh, man. What's the name of the dudes with Quavo and all of them? I forget they fucking...
Yeah, Migos. Yeah.
Migos, oh yeah, when we see Joe Budden, we gonna do such and such. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing with you skinny jean wearing motherfucker. Sit down.
Oh man, hey, they almost jumped his ass at what you call it,
at an event, right? At an event where security.
No. Q saw the nigga at the mall right after, and told them niggas, hey, you know, y'all better cut that out. Like they got them niggas. No, Joe Budden said it on the podcast, so them niggas ain't playing. They got niggas. They got shooters. Them niggas got mob ties.
They got mob.
They got more people. More of those famous people are connected and real than you think.
It's hold on.
Their people are gonna tell them to chill and don't do it to a famous person. But if you're like some nobody and you fuck with them, yeah, something will probably happen to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Bruh,
that's what I'm trying to get breezy.
No, they all full of shit. They full of shit.
I disagree.
Full of shit.
I don't think that's true.
They full of shit. If they were serious about some shit, they go get it done. They don't. They all full of shit. None of these.
There's no gain. There's no like threat from other famous people, though. You know what I mean? It's just.
That's what I'm saying. So all these people who getting on here talking ain't doing shit.
That doesn't mean that they're fake. That just means that particular person is not worth it for them.
It absolutely means it's fake. Because if somebody disrespects you or they disrespect your famous friend and you say you gonna do something and you see this person and you confront them and you have peaceful negotiations, when you see them it's on site, that tells me you weren't really as passionate about it as you say.
Well, being rich is more complicated than being regular.
It's about that. It's when you say that shit, you gotta back that shit up.
I'm gonna put perspective. Khabib Nurmagomedov is a famous MMA fighter, right? He said, I'm gonna fight you in the cage.
But he's got brain damage from all those blows to the head, bro.
Don't matter. What he did after? He jumped over that cage. Mike Tyson on site. Evander Holyfield on site. Lennox Lewis jumped over a car and fucking kung fu fight and kick somebody. These dudes ain't really about that.
All of them have a fucking brain damage, bro, from getting hit in the head so many times.
Matter about brain damage.
It does, because you might say some shit that you want to do, and then all your fucking homies are going to tell you, yo, forget about that, just chill. Like, that guy's not worth it.
It don't matter. That's an excuse.
And then the dude with the brain damage is going to do it anyways.
It don't matter. It ain't got nothing to do with brain damage. Fuck it. Okay. Perfect example. T.I. ain't got brain damage, but when T.I. found out that Mayweather was messing with Tiny, did he not roll up to Las Vegas? Did he not go and swing on Mayweather? T.I. ain't got no brain damage.
That's
so
wife shit. Even... That's way more worth it than what the other stuff example.
Right, okay.
I mean, but it's still the same shit.
It's the same
shit. It's not. That's your family. That's way more important than people dissing your other famous friends.
These people's friends.
Fuck friends, bro. Friends doesn't mean shit. Family is different.
In this music business, kind of, fuck friends because they'll turn on you in a second. You think
so then don't go out there talking about you're going to punch somebody in the face if it ain't really about that.
Yeah, you're right. They shouldn't have said that.
Well, we don't know. Well, again, we're going to see what we're going to see. We're going to see what happens with if Pusha T camp is in the same place. Hell, you got Meek Mill for the jump on the Cardi B track. So
there is no Pusha T camp. Pusha T is his own camp. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. He himself said it ain't coming to fisticuffs. It's all gonna stay on the wax. Drake ain't gonna do nothing. You don't know that. Cry, bruh. He said it himself in the interview. Drake only gonna do.
I don't know. He got that nigga. He got that nigga Baca. This nigga riding around with
Baca ain't gonna do no shit. Baca's out making money now. I'm trying to tell you something. When these people out here making money, they not willing to give that all up for their honor and code and
for their pride.
And they shouldn't too. And they shouldn't
That's
too.
That's what I'm saying. So when we sit up here and we act like Lil Wayne gonna do this and this one gonna do this, they not about that. If they was, they wouldn't have made it as far as they are.
But if you're not a famous person, you fuck with them, that would be a bad idea. That's all I'm saying.
If you're a famous person and you mess with people like this, chances are your circle, your label is gonna say you can't move with them. Because we had the whole same shit with Rough Riders and who was the dude that with Ja Rule, who owned Ja Rule?
Irv Gotti.
Even Irv Gotti was like, he was picking rappers up and like, yo, you can't move with that crew. They're gonna slow you down, they're gonna hold you back, they're gonna get you caught up in some shit. And he got rid of them. That's what happens. When you make money, you change. You get rid of your old crew. You give up these ideologies. But these dudes are sitting up here talking like they still gonna go out there and gangbang and do gunplay. You not. Stop it. I'm just saying they need to stop it because they're not about that. Like Snoop Dogg out here talking that shit and he in his fucking, 80s? Like Snoop, sit down and smoke a joint. What are you talking about?
No, Snoop, only thing Snoop said was, he said that he said that somebody need to slap Kanye or whatever, and then he also made fun of the fact that Drake might be sleeping with Kim K, which I think
that shit was funny.
Yeah, that was that was hilarious. But
it's not funny at all. It's not funny at all. Yeah. Drake is a nigga known for sleeping with people's wives. That's gonna be confusion. That's his
tactic. That's if you talk. Look, the nigga orchestrate, and he married him.
Listen. Guess what? Like, she might have been a hoe. Guess what? She might have been a hoe, but she's a wife now. You got no business talking about fucking her.
I don't
at all. That's some respect shit. Even if it was tiny,
they don't respect. Look, Kanye, and let's talk about that shit. We gonna let's roll into that shit right quick. Let's roll into that shit right quick. Because we're gonna be down the rabbit hole. Kanye, I'm gonna say this. Kanye is off the meds, he off his rocker, but I can see that Kanye is trying. I made a video about this earlier this week, that Kanye is Kanye is about to finesse game the president. And this is how. Well, he about to finesse, because this is what I think Kanye is trying to do. He get with the president so that he could get the permits, or he give the president could give way for him to build them Adidas factories in Chicago, and distribution centers in Chicago. And then he just went over to Uganda because they're gonna be the ones making the shoes. He with the president in Uganda. So watch what I'm saying. He doing all this extra shit and getting people. I'm presuming because Illinois is a Republican state. This is the reason why he doing all this extra hardcore cooning, because I see what he trying to do. He got ownership of his brand. They've made over $4 billion off these Yeezys. So Adidas is working with him and Pusha T. They give him a blank check. So now he got to make sure that when he make this move, that motherfuckers think that he on their side. Because if he do this shit, Nike is they right down the street, and they got a distribution center and a factory in Memphis, which is close by. But Adidas don't have a factory in Chicago. That's gonna open up so many jobs for the at-risk youth, and poor and disenfranchised in Chicago. And it's also gonna make a pipeline in Africa. So there's so many people in Uganda, which is way more fucked up than the U.S. Even though it's harder to believe. He gonna have so much fucking money, and then not to mention he got all that land out there in California. So Lord knows what he finna do out there. He talking about building a school and doing all this other stuff, art center and everything else like that. I think that's the end game for Kanye, because Kanye finesse, just like he finessed Drake, he finessed Dame Dash to sign him to Rockefeller. He finessed Amber Rose and being his girlfriend. He finessed a whole bunch of shit. Kanye is a finesser. So he finna finesse game them. Now we as black people may not fuck with him until this shit, unless this shit pan out. Now he do this shit and it pan out, Kanye is the motherfucking greatest. But if it don't, his whole career gonna be down the tubes. And we as black people, no, he gonna be rich forever off of this shit. But go ahead, Luby.
No, if you can't see the shit, it's not pretend, it's not finessing. When it come to fucking Trump, half the time when it come to Trump, it's because they've been, I can't think about the word at the time, but they've been blackmailed. That's the word. They've been blackmailed, and not even blackmailed, but maybe a compromise. When it comes to Trump, I have this over here in this hand. He's a businessman. He may have gone bankrupt a lot, but he's a fucking businessman. So I have this in one hand, and you want this in the other hand. So what are we gonna do to make that fucking happen? You're gonna have to look stupid for a little bit, because he did the same shit with Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's like, I met with him because Obama told me to. No, shut the fuck up, Steve Harvey. I love you. You met with him because he's your fucking boss.
Yeah, I think they all in cahoots, but I'm saying this might be the lesser of two evils. Like, I mean, Kanye and Steve Harvey gonna have to fall on the sword, but if they make this shit happen, this will be the biggest fucking this will be the biggest shit of all time, and it might make people rethink of just voting straight Democrat, because for real, Democratic Party ain't did shit for black people in God knows how long. It just make it seem
Republican Party.
No party does shit for black people.
No, but I'm finna say this. I'm talking about, but we ain't finna get political on this motherfucker. I'm saying as far as hip hop, Kanye went insane, but if because I see through the bullshit, I see through it. You know what I'm saying? I see through the bullshit. So if he pull this shit off, he gonna surpass.
Why you say he's finessing him? He not finessing him. What he's doing is bending over and let Trump stick it up from behind. That's what the fuck is happening.
Honestly, what Kanye wanted more than anything else was a chance to speak to
but hold up, Kanye also. He wanted, and I had to give him credit on that, even though he's still off the shit. He's confronted a president on a national level, whereas Jay-Z, all the other rappers, Eazy-E back in the day, rest in peace, all the other rappers that ever met with a president, all they did was meet with him. And Jay-Z, I say this, Jay-Z under the radar freed some of the people that had got locked up here in Ferguson.
Which is a waste of time.
Well, I mean, but other than doing some shit, if the shit that Kanye doing, getting ready to do, if he might have to, he might have to do some Robin Hood shit, and we as black people may not like that shit, but he finna change.
It's only the ignorant ass people who don't understand.
Well, black people, but black people from the shit that he said, oh yeah, but the shit that he said though, he need to get a publicist to like speak for him, because the shit that he be saying when he first say it, it comes out fucked up, and then he got to come back and explain and shit. And black folks are just tired of it. I don't blame people, but I see through the bullshit.
But he say it like that on purpose. He say that so it grabs attention.
He don't.
What he has to do is understand if as history told, if in general when you make a deal as a black man to come up with your black people with the white man, does the white man follow fucking through? No.
It's not true.
With Trump though, I think he might do it because this is gonna cost him the press.
Trump, listen, AJ,
he ain't even looking out for America right now.
Listen, what Kanye wanted ultimately was just to get in front of a platform and say what he was planning to do. Kanye is terrible at talking. Nick Cannon even confirmed this when he first met Kanye and introduced him to Kim Kardashian. Kanye himself has admitted that in terms of being able to articulate himself when he got his reevaluation, he's like below whatever the average 75 or whatever the fuck he said. Kanye is bad at talking to people and getting his point across. That's just Kanye. He's genius in other aspects and lacking in other aspects. I don't think Kanye is ever going to be able to properly say what he needs to say unless he does, like you said, get a publicist. But Trump is not going to do any of that shit for Kanye because this whole idea, this exchange we saw was Trump to say, I talked to the black people, and for Kanye to say, listen, y'all, I ain't crazy. These are my plans and my ideas. Okay. Kanye sat down and he reached out to a bunch of people who could have actually got in front on that platform and said some real shit, but they all said no. And that includes T.I. They all said no and then have the nerve to get mad at him for meeting with this guy and saying some good shit. So that allows that Republican Party and that base to say, yo, look at the Democrats not letting y'all speak your mind, playing right into their hands, which is why we're here now. At the end of the day, whether it's Republican or Democrat, they're both wings on the same fucking bird. It don't matter. And all them people you saw during Obama's run and Hillary's run of rock the vote, get out and vote, they were all paid. They were paid. Yep. You didn't see them for the second run of Obama because he was a shoo-in. Most presidents, when they win their first term, they normally win the second term. So all of this right now, all of this hoopla about Kanye being a coon and Kanye a sellout and all this anger is because the Democratic Party is afraid that Kanye can convince enough of the people like yourself, myself, and people listening that we'll vote Republican. But chances are we ain't going to do that. We're going to vote some random third party in or right in or not vote at all. So they spooked. So that's when they tap on the shoulder of a T.I. and a tap on the shoulder of a Snoop Dogg and they tap on the shoulder of all these other people to say shit on Kanye. Kanye don't mean shit. Who gives a shit about Kanye? As far as Kanye is concerned, he's been done with music for years. Kanye's more interested in high fashion and making actual fucking money. These hip-hop dollars are peanuts compared to the industrial sector as in engineering, computer, solar, oil, gas. Chameleonaire then kept making music, but he gave up. He's now a venture capitalist. He says he has over $500 million from investing and giving up rap to a certain degree.
But if he's so into fashion, why the fuck he making slave clothes? Because I saw that shit and I was like,
the reason he's doing that is because for Kanye, he likes to do the exact opposite of what people expect. If somebody says you can't make that popular, he says, I'm going to make it popular. That's just Kanye. And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work. I saw a run show the other day. Girls came out in fucking strings. Like, why are you wearing an outfit made of fucking strings? You ain't a giant tennis shoe, but guess what? The shit sell. And it's like, whatever.
Okay. But why did everybody... You said everyone said no because they didn't want to put in or some shit like that.
They said no.
The real reason why they said no is like you going all the way up here. And we know we've been in the music business. We can only go to like right here and be Brown. So if we can only go to like right here and be Brown, Why are you trying to go all the way up here? You're trying to get Bill Cosby. Because what the fuck happened to Bill Cosby. So they said, fuck no, we ain't taking that fucking
listen, Listen, you can get Bill Cosby no matter what level you at. Look at Kobe Bryant. They bringing up his 2003 allegations where he was deemed not guilty, and they pulled him off of an art panel. When you black in this country
right now, that's irrelevant. Everybody is at risk right now with the modern.
So it don't matter what level you at and who you meet with.
But no, when I say Bill Cosby, I mean Bill Cosby. Every time he tried to make a move to buy something big, they came out with some shit, and then he squashed it and he settled. But all of a sudden, this last time, he tried to make that move to buy NBC, and shit blew out of proportion. First of all, NBC
and it wasn't even NBC.
Donald Trump, that's kind of like all in one.
It wasn't just NBC. What got Bill caught up is they wanted to put a pipeline through his property, and Bill Cosby was out there on the forefront protesting against the pipeline. That's oil money. Them oil money Saudi folks don't want people fucking up their dollars and cents. So that was one of the main reasons why he got fucked over. In fact, one of the PR people responsible for the oil company said, we'll handle him. Okay. It wasn't just him just trying to buy NBC. And let's just address this in the room. If you took all the entertainers and black entertainers, the ones who are multimillionaires, and you said, okay, you give me $1,000 a year, that's $5-6 million. Let's just say, and I don't have exact numbers in front of me, so just go with me right now. That's $6 million. You can make your own internet-based platform for $6 million on YouTube or whatever site you want to, and get the news out that way. Are we not the number one culture that's stolen from? Are we not the number one culture that people see the new dances from? All it would take is these same 1,000 top-level people to talk about this platform and be featured on this platform for the whole culture to change. But everybody comfortable. Don't nobody want to risk upsetting they owners is what it really comes down to. Even them ball players, when they had that one dude who's like, yo, you can be friends with these black players, but you can't fuck them on your Instagram. That whole team should have never picked up a ball and played. But they pussy. They don't want to lose out their money. They don't want to lose nothing. Nobody wants to sacrifice shit. And it's going to take a bunch of us saying, no, fuck this. We boss to sacrifice by any means necessary.
But we still slaves. So if you still a slave,
you're gonna be a slave long as you rely on somebody else. It's called you have to get.
NASA gives you a fucking handout. It says you got conditions to this fucking handout.
Yes, if you rely on them to make you your money.
Exactly. Yep.
If you rely, listen.
Our culture in exchange for NASA not whooping us. So you saying all this shit, but I think you come down to the conclusion of we're never going to break off and be as great as we once were. And the reason why that is because every time we grow, every time we build, they find some way to tear that shit down. I'm not saying it's all their fucking fault, because at this position, at our culture right now, ain't nobody prepared for the shit, because they all just stupid as fuck. Back in the day when they were building this shit, no. Like, they will build something and off of the word of some white woman or off of the word of some hearsay shit, they would tear it all the fuck down and say, oops, well, we was just trying to get this guy. But your whole community ruined. Sorry, brown people.
That's the case today. But the reason why you won't see that is because nobody wants to sacrifice, number one. And number two, you still relying on somebody to give you that shot. Look at Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z got $500 million, potentially. Beyonce got $600 million, potentially. That's $1.1 billion. You telling me you can't put $200 million aside and buy some cheap land somewhere, put up some buildings and make your own Black Hollywood? Of course they fucking can. But Jay-Z and Beyonce have most of their money tied up with the white folks that own every fucking thing. So they don't want to damage them deals and come out and be outspoken. So they put out albums with tons of fucking subliminals. Nobody wants to break off the tit. Everybody wants to keep earning their money. Why you think other cultures and races do better when they get here? Because they pull their dollars together and they say, fuck it. Either this generation make it or we do it next generation. And it don't take all of us to get on the same board. It takes the ones who are always in front of the camera. We doing that whipping in the nene. We doing that kick in the fist bump dance. That's all it takes. If you made an insulated community, well, all of these things came out of it, a.k.a. we could do some bullshit right now and call it Little Wakanda. keep it topical. If you did that, right, and you had it set up, well, only those who got vetted got in there. Only those who was contributing got in there. Only those who was willing to sacrifice got in there. Then we'd have some real shit. But don't nobody want to do it.
We did.
We got to do it again. And the people you talking about,
like Akon said, we got to take the shit to Africa. Stop trying.
We don't have to take shit to Africa.
No, but we ain't got to take our shit to Africa.
This is their country.
It's not their country. They stole the country. It's not theirs. It's theirs because nobody wants to say fuck it.
We can pull it to. But see, hold on. And the different, Loopy. Hold up. The difference between the Black Wall Street now, we got social media. So if that shit was to happen,
not only that, they didn't even have any real fucking resources.
Exactly. So my point.
Media though, who controls the media though?
We can make our own social media. We can make our own infrastructure.
We can do our own shit.
Stop trying to segregate.
And money is green. Money is green though. No, but money is green though. But it's the thing about it. Even still,
which means selfishness is green, which puts into what Breezy is saying. Nobody's willing to put in on shit. So if nobody's willing to put in on shit because they scared as fuck. And even if they take the shit to the continent of Africa, somewhere up in that shit, even if they take that, it's still not a.
So we ain't supposed. So we ain't. But still, we ain't. But this is the thing about it. We ain't supposed to. We supposed to just not try because motherfuckers ain't letting us have shit. That's the thing.
It's not a matter of not trying. It's not a matter of not trying.
Loopy, hold on. Breathe.
It's not a matter of not trying. You have to learn from history. All these Black Wall Streets and places that are being talked about, these were places that were defenseless, that had no military plan. These were places that just sprung up out of nowhere and were happy to get running water. Africa ain't safe. That was the first place they raped and pillaged and they get their diamonds from. South Africa is even worse state than America is.
And like, niggas got guns.
Wait, hold on. They got planes, jets, and automobiles. They can come there right now if they wanted to and conquer that whole continent because it's not one united continent. It's not. If you really want to have a stable place, you have to start with the wealthiest area first. And America, arguably, has the richest group of Black people. And in order for that to be successful, we have to have our own police force, defense force, military force. There's nothing stopping all these rappers who want to pop guns from Smith & Wesson to say, yo, this Lil Tunechi's firearms. That ain't shit. You can order all them parts right now from China.
Oh, yeah, if you want to get, if you really want to, we ain't gonna make this because they gonna fuck around and take this shit up off here. We talk, but you can get you can get a private, you can do a whole bunch of shit, private militia, your own gun, all type of shit.
You think the U.S. government is gonna take that plan down? Y'all making a
Guess what? They ain't got to take the shit laying down. They ain't got to take the shit laying down. But guess what?
You ain't got to.
Listen, when a motherfucker in your backyard with his own M1 Abrams tank, you gonna have a conversation. When you got your own little mini nuclear arms in your place, they gonna want to have a conversation.
Be like Fallout 76.
Hold on, P-Game. Why you think they're so scared to run up in North Korea? Why you think they're so scared to run up in North Korea? They don't know what the hell that man got. They afraid.
And for real, I'm gonna just.
Did you not see what happened to Hawaii when he fired a test intercontinental missile? Hawaii was spooked. Like, oh shit!
That's what I'm saying. In order for just to bring it back, so we don't get subpoenaed.
Subpoena, man. Yo, this shit child's play to me. See, the problem is there's too many ignorant motherfuckers with backwards ass ideas. What you need is another Malcolm who's like, yo, by any means necessary. Any means necessary.
I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this too. Hold on.
Stop being loud. Do the shit in quiet. Be secret. If you want to.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. But like you said, motherfuckers is too scared.
That's what fucking Walt Disney did. Walt Disney bought all his money through a lawyer because he knew Hollywood was watching him, and he came to Florida, bought that real estate through his lawyer, and got all that shit. The same thing could be done now. You think Beyonce and Jay-Z ain't got money stored in the fucking Cayman Islands with Trump? All these motherfuckers run together and go through the same fucking source.
Exactly. So what I'm finna say is this too. If we as Americans, if America want to be the superpower, the lone superpower, Black folks gonna have to come up anyway. And we might not see that in our generation, but maybe in our kids or grandkids, they're gonna have to wake up because I'm for real though. Because
I'm saying endangered species, okay? So when you say
we are not an endangered species,
what we doing?
No,
what we're doing right now. If you saying based off what we're doing right now, we're gonna make that come up in our kids. I call fucking bullshit. If you say what we're doing in Malcolm and Martin age, it's gonna make this
no. I'm saying, hold on. What I'm saying is, if America as a whole, black people, white people, Asian, if we all came together,
there's never gonna be no coming together.
America's been divided.
I'm saying, but in order for us to be a superpower, like that's what happened in North Korea right now. They coming together.
No, they're not. They are not coming together.
America is the only superpower.
Superpower, there can be racism. In order for us to be a superpower, we can't be divided. A house divided itself will fall. We've been divided since the fucking beginning. When instead of working with the Native Americans, we betrayed them and stabbed them in the back multiple times, like Trail of Tears, all that shit. So America was created and made by the shit that England didn't fucking want, and it's still controlled by England. If you don't believe that shit, you ain't looking at shit.
America's the only superpower, though. That's just that one part.
That's facts. We have the strongest military on the world. We spend 1.5 times to 2 times as much as the next country. Facts. We have the most incarcerated people on the planet. Facts. We are a dangerous superpower. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with us. Because if they do, they gonna get it instantly.
And then Obama get on TV and tell everybody that based on how we originally were, now we ain't shit. He said that as the
we ain't never been shit. We behind in education. We're behind in science. We're behind in medicine. We're behind in social and economic type shit.
We are not.
That's just because
as much as we want to say America's making the decisions. We're that problem child that take orders from somebody else.
That's how they like to keep the citizens, but the actual country itself is the most powerful.
Yeah. So before we get all geopolitical and shit like that, on to some other news. So the Fox Disney deal. Now we talking about Fox and Disney.
Another superpower.
We'll be all night on. Yeah.
Fucking 3 circles.
I don't know.
Damn world.
Well, I'm saying with Disney, right? They just canceled Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Iron Fist, y'all could have kept that, but Luke Cage, y'all done pissed me off.
They didn't.
No, they did cancel it.
No,
they just
did. Yeah. Why did they do that?
Because Disney's coming out with their own streaming service in like 2019.
Yeah,
but they said before that they only wanted family friendly stuff on there, and they were still going to sell stuff to Netflix. So what? They changed their mind or what?
They probably upped the price. That's probably what happened. They upped it so much that they were like, well, shit, Daredevil is giving us the return on investment. Because see, Netflix, since it's consumer based, they had to have they had to pay for server costs and all this other shit. So if a show ain't doing peak numbers, then if like the first season crashed Netflix, the second season of Luke Cage, it came on. They was talking about this on the Brilliant Idiots. Like Netflix is getting beat out again by, you got appointment TV. Like Hulu and HBO and all these other different streaming services, and the networks and they streaming services are making urgency. Like a lot of shit. Like I can't even tell you the last time I actually sat down and watched some shit on Netflix. Like, well, Loopy, you know, I sat down and watched Manchurian Candidate on Amazon. That's because I had paid for that shit. Got to cancel that shit because they're not doing the game shit. But that's a lot of shit. But anyway, but like Netflix is kind of in a hole because they bought a whole bunch of comedy specials. They done ordered a whole bunch of like original content, and motherfucker is coming to like mix, huh?
That was dumb as fuck. They lost a lot of licenses, and they were gambling on their content, making up for the licenses they gave up, and that was dumb as fuck.
Well, they can't. It ain't about like not giving up, but I'm saying like, okay, they gonna make more money they'll make more money with their own shit than having, you know what I'm saying? Than having
I like
all
those
the extra
comedies
shit.
though.
Yeah, the comedies is doing.
stand-ups.
It's still the stand ups. The what's his name? Adam Sandler movies do well.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Looney. By the way, I'm just saying I like those stand-ups.
Loopy. Don't say Looney.
My bad.
I mean, I'm crazy, but like I pointed out.
I apologize. I'm new here.
Yeah. I ain't even do the introductions like this. This is y'all to say what's up. But anyway, yeah, I think that shit, like, because I'm going on here right now, like, they got certain shit that it's kind of like with the game companies. Like, they got so much shit exclusively. Like, it's like they the EA of the fucking streaming services, but better.
I don't even understand how streaming services survive with all the fucking server costs and how cheap they give us the content. I don't even understand.
Because they got hundreds of millions of people fucking
investment.
Yeah, they got investment.
That's gonna make a big bubble that's gonna pop.
No, not necessarily, because they still got a lot of people. Like, they still are doing well as far, like, I'm looking on the original content. Like, they have showed, like, Ozark has been going crazy. Big Mouth is on this second season. BoJack is on season 5. Like, House of Cards is still doing well, and you got motherfuckers want to see what's going on with that. Daredevil is broke a lot of streaming records with this last season. They got a lot of shit. Altered Carbon did well. They're gonna do another season of that shit. The Quincy Jones document. There's a lot of shit that it did well, but they doing too fucking much. They got it. Like, I'm looking at the original shit. It's so fucking much on it. Roxanne did well. They got a lot of shit that did well, but you know, as far as the licenses, I would rather make my own shit than they got a Joe Rogan special on this motherfucker too. So you know,
hell yeah.
But had they turned that shit into TV shows, they'd be fine. Like Dave Chappelle, they should have gave Dave Chappelle a TV show. He should have done one to two or three specials to prove he was still Dave Chappelle. Then he should have came back as a fucking TV show.
But
But he doesn't want it though.
He is doing TV. Wait a minute, he is doing the show on there. They finna do either a show or a movie.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, but as far as I know, like some of those folks like Joe Rogan and Jeff Garland's about to do one, the producer from Curb Your Enthusiasm, they don't really want to make big commitments because they're already rich, and they just sort of like they just do this as an art form now.
Yeah. So that's why Netflix is got the most viewers.
But I will say though, if Dave Chappelle's gonna have his own show again, that's fucking awesome.
You know, they said they was gonna do that after these last batch of specials came out. Like, he wanted to do some specials and tour and shit so he can get his name up. Bright 2,
he gotta get his name up.
Bright 2 is about to come out next year.
He's just like, you know. Well, Dave Chappelle's complicated. That's another topic.
I mean,
Dave Chappelle recognized what the fuck the industry was, and he set his fucking price. That's what the fuck Dave Chappelle did. I don't know what he sacrificed to come back.
Nothing.
But whatever the hell
nothing. He walked away with his dignity, and he got on the internet and got hot.
He don't walk away without selling his soul. That's what the fuck he walked away
with. No.
Beyonce still walked away from that shit.
Have you seen his interview with the what is it called? The actors, the actors studio or whatever is that? What's that called, Breezy?
Yeah, it's with that old guy. I've seen that one, and I saw another one recently.
Yeah, so based on that, I would say Chappelle seems to be totally independent.
Yeah, like he walked away with his.
Sharon seems to be totally independent too, but is that true?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Well. No, because you can't walk in there and demand all that type of money and you ain't independent. People
if you make a deal. If you compromise.
I don't. No, it ain't that damn deep. Everybody want to make these conspiracy theories, but motherfuckers got.
The conspiracy theories gonna shut the fuck up.
The industry, the whole thing about the industry, entertainment industry, whether that be sports, television, radio, music. They're only concerned with you making them money and not doing anything to rock the boat. And the people who typically go the furthest are people who are willing not to speak out about anything. Those who speak out, you're not going to go as far. We're going to artificially put you in a ceiling so you can't go as far. But that ceiling can easily be circumvented the same way what's the dude from Key and Peele did it with his movie. Hello?
Yeah, I'm weird.
Okay, with his movie Get Out, you know what I mean? Because Hollywood didn't want to fund that at all. They didn't want no parts of it, but he sat down, stuck to his guns, and he put that movie out. The same thing happened with the other guy who put out the documentary about, well, not documentary, but you know that one movie? Not the 12 Years a Slave movie, but the other movie, the one about the slave.
But were they a threat or a huge influence?
What's the name of this shit?
Yeah.
Influence is the problem.
What's the name? The Nat Turner movie.
Not even, yeah, the Nat Turner movie. It's not even about, but see, here's the thing. Threat and influence are on two different scales. And because if you're a huge superpower, huge entity, you're a massive threat right then, right? And they have to deal with you right then because they know about you. But if you're somebody like Nate Parker and you do a Nat Turner film and it takes off and wins all of these things, then you start to become a threat. But they knew about him beforehand. It's just they didn't take him seriously. That's all that is.
The birth of a nation.
Like even now, if you look at it now, all the old school black magazines like Jet Magazine, Ebony Magazine, they're running around because the building's on fire because their subscriptions are diving, and everybody's like, "Why are you writing these articles shitting on black dudes and black women and how we got to marry white men and white women?" Like everyone's calling them out on their shit and they're panicking. All these black news anchors that's been fired the past few years, they're losing their foothold because everybody's waking the fuck up. They're like, "No, y'all on some fuck shit." Even Don Lemon got called out for his Kanye West remarks. So it's like at this point, all these news organizations are panicking and firing their black anchors because they're like, "Y'all are useless now. You can't keep this sleeping giant asleep. So why are you here?"
And you just proved on a smaller level what happens when you do that on a bigger fucking level. You think that they don't know when you fucking doing that shit? You think they don't know when you planning to make moves as a black business to build more black businesses? The problem is
there's ways they wouldn't know. There's ways to do.
The problem is that we still slaves. If the problem is that we still slaves, then that means we're still under a hand that's letting us maneuver however they want us to.
That's because okay, for one. The images of us put out there on mainstream television are of us in subservient roles. And a lot of people adopt that ideology. Also, you have to take into account what your great-grandparents, grandparents, and parents been through. And all the people that went missing in the shit they went through. A lot of our great-grandparents and grandparents have PTSD from the shit they've been through. And they don't want us to go through it. However, there are ways in today's society to make some shit pop. Without being discovered, without being found out, without being caught. Mm-hmm. It's simple. It's very simple. It don't seem that way, but it's simple. Use the internet. It's not even about using the internet. Motherfuckers back in the day was using pigeons to carry notes on when to do assassinations. You think we can't go back to that? There's pigeons right now at the pier I go to. It ain't hard to train a pigeon. It ain't hard to attach stuff to bottles and depend on ocean currents and let that shit drift to where it need to go. Like, listen, there is so much shit that is hidden in history that people did to get shit done that it's ridiculous. Everybody nowadays is so reliant on their iPhone and their Android and their internet and their fucking
NSA box.
There you go. And their Starbucks coffee that they just want to keep themselves in that little box. Once you start thinking outside that box, that's when you realize that shit ain't that serious. Because if they had all this ability to track and monitor people, you think they would have been eradicated Al-Qaeda, Bin Laden, and all that shit. It wouldn't have took 8-9 fucking years. It wouldn't have took that long.
Well, they off the grid over there, and that's the reason why
they ain't off the grid. They was using burner phones. They were using a bunch of burner phones. They were sticking to underground cave systems to stay away from satellite radar. They was using civilian vehicles to move guns and weaponry in parking garages.
Their burner phones were using mesh internet, though, which is not basically they're off the internet, the main internet. They only connect to each other, not to, the NSA.
But that's the way around it, though.
Let's get.
But yeah, you're right. There's a lot.
How did we get here? We were talking about goddamn Excuse me.
But who's educating them though? Who's educating all these people?
Okay,
people like okay. I'll tell you who's educating these people. I'll tell you who's educating these people.
Whoa. We gotta get back to it. We with Beatz and Bitz, not fucking InfoWars off of this motherfucker. Shit.
I ain't nobody no fucking InfoWars and lizard people and shit, man. Miss me with that.
Anyway, but I'm just saying. So we coming up on the. Let's bring it back around. We coming up on the end of the year. It ain't too much. We only got a couple months left, and in December, everybody packs it up, shuts it down, and moves it around or whatever for the end of the year. What do y'all think? What's y'all so far? Because until we get Red Dead, we can't really say it for real. But so far, what was y'all album of the year and game of the year?
I honestly don't give that much of a fuck to label one of those.
What was your favorite?
Well, game wise, this is gonna be very unpopular, but For Honor is always my favorite. That's what.
No. We talking about this year.
This year they released Marching Fire.
No. That's not a 2018 game. We talking about stuff that came out this year.
I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so we're gonna go to John. John, what was your favorite?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with not picking a game of the year, because this year has had a lot of great games, but it's also like not every game is gonna apply to you. Like I think Spider-Man's a great game, but I don't really want to play it personally. But that doesn't mean it's there's nothing wrong with the game. It's just not really for me per se. So, I don't know. I'm having a hard time with the whole game of the year thing in general lately, so I don't know. But for album, I will shout out the new Vinny Paz.
Okay. Breezy?
I don't really have no game of the year right now.
Album.
Oh, album?
What's your favorite album?
Oh, God. I like Wayne's new album was pretty good. I think Kevin Gates' album was pretty good. I like Pusha's. I like Drake's. I don't know. I can't really just find
one. Well, okay.
Like,
music. Okay, so
NBA Youngboy.
Oh man. John surprised me because he did not fuck with none of these new rappers. And then something, I don't know what the fuck happened. He just decided I'm fucking with him.
Yeah, clicked. I guess you got to be in the right mindset.
Let me think here. So, let me think who had the bet. I liked. Okay, I like Drake's album, Wayne's album, Cardi's album, Nicki's album. Gates, of course. Who else?
You supposed to pick one. You made the group.
I'm trying to think of who else came. Black Youngster.
What's everybody's opinions on this Eminem album?
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah, Eminem was fire. Even though he was on that bullshit.
Oh, here we go.
Eminem was okay. He's been better, but like compared
to
today's land, it was good.
Okay.
Gotta shout out my gotta shout out my brother, man, Cooley Bros King, man. He dropped like 3-4 projects. If y'all ain't checked him out, go check him out. He dropping banger after banger. Sauce Walker, even though Breezy hates Sauce Walker.
Is Kodak making another album, Killzone?
He probably is. He came out with the what was that shit? 6ix9ine album. Turn up to that shit and all them singles. He's just he gonna come out with another mixtape.
No.
He's gonna get probably assassinated. Probably what he's gonna do.
Oh Lord. My boys.
I don't. He used to do not to get assassinated. I highly doubt it.
T.I. album was solid. Even though I'm kind in my feelings
I don't
about
like
that.
his album at all.
Weekend's album was hard. What else? There's a lot of shit, man. Shout out to my boy Chris at SJE, man, finna out of Lafayette. They got that Black Tea freestyle.
If you had to pick one to be stranded on an island with just one of them, which one?
I can't do it.
You said here make you said one album and one.
New rules, goddammit. New rules.
Is that your album name? New Rules?
Yeah, the rules can be changed, goddammit. Ain't no rules.
That sounds like a DJ Khaled.
Ain't no rule.
Another
DJ
one.
Khaled. I didn't hear him say DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled ain't come out with an album this year.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. The beginning. Was it the end of last year or the beginning of this year?
End of last year.
Suffering from success.
We sure.
I will go. I'm on Apple Music right now.
Okay. I thought the one with Wild
DJ. No, that's like 2 years. 2017 was last year. It was Grateful.
Oh, okay.
So he ain't came out with shit this year. He came out with some singles, but I'm cool on that.
What happened to French Montana? He's just making vitamin water money now.
No, he came out with that No Stylist and Drake body Kanye West with one bar.
So he's not gonna go back to the old style now that Chinks is gone, or what?
Wait. Does Breezy not like Drake?
That sucks.
I gotta investigate this.
He liked Drake, but he ain't fucking with Drake like that.
No. You told us, oh yeah, Drake body Kanye. Kanye's a fucking producer.
No, Kanye rap. He
man, LeBron James just crossed out fucking Serena Williams. She's a tennis player, my nigga. Like what?
No, I mean Kanye was beefing with niggas back in the day.
Kanye has writers. He's not a rapper.
Okay, well.
So you didn't see Kanye on that poet shit when he first, I think his first 2-3 albums, he came up on this shit where they were doing like poetry with hip hop artists, and they will come out and speak their stuff as in like.
He still had writers for that, right? And he was memorizing it, right?
That makes me sad because I thought that was him.
He's beefing with Common back in the day, and then the niggas he did a Jay-Z and signed that nigga.
Anytime. Listen, okay? Hold on.
Remember that shit?
I can't even say that. I'm laughing too hard to myself.
And then where's his album? Just a DMX not coming out. 2000 and never.
Oh God.
Man.
I gotta admit though, I'm not a huge fan of Jay-Z. I don't get what people love so much about him. The only song that I ever really liked was 99 Problems.
I could see
that's
that.
That's a lot of problems.
I feel for you on that.
I think it's more than 99 problems too. Like Becky is 1, so that makes it 100.
No, Becky wasn't no problem. He just
yes, the fuck Becky was. Apparently, according to the elevator.
Damn.
Big fucking problem.
Yeah, you know, black men don't cheat. So
if you go to whoa, was you getting it off of my friend Facebook page?
No. Academic.
Black men don't cheat. And he set shit on fire. Everybody came after him.
Well, you know, niggas is out here cheating, you know.
Not everybody, but
most niggas cheat. It's a law of the land.
A lot of people cheat. Both sexes can have the tendency to cheat.
Exactly.
That's a whole another whole.
That said that. I said squash shit.
Women cheat more than men though.
Latino,
women cheat more than men. That's big fat.
Cheat more than men. They're just better at men. There's a difference.
Yeah, you cheat more because niggas ain't get every nigga. It's more women getting pussy than it is niggas getting pussy. So
what?
Oh my
Did you just say it's more women getting pussy than niggas getting pussy? Does that mean that women treat pussy better than men do?
No, they cheating on men too.
But I'm saying that more women
niggas is cheating on niggas too.
I'll take your pussy.
I can't.
I don't remember this being on the topic list.
It's not.
No, freestyle.
That's on him.
It's all. It's all good.
Is it? Shit.
Because you know I'll go all night long.
You just sat here and gave lesbian women the power power over all women. That's what the fuck you just did.
Like, for real.
I mean, I saw it in the nigga O'Shea.
Homeboy pulled an exhibit. Yo pussy like pussy, so your pussy is controlling your pussy.
No, like, so there's this comedian named Sam J, right? She is a lesbian and she is fucking hilarious. But she stated that her wife that she's divorcing now because she feels like gay people shouldn't get married. But she said her wife that she has now,
that's some shit.
She's on the type of gay shit that she wanted to scissor with her. And she like, this don't make no fucking sense. Where the fuck is the dick? So that leads me to believe that some women
some side
actually
dick on the side.
No, what the
dick
fuck?
On the side. Dick on the side. Dick on the side. Hey, dick on the side. Dick on the side.
Fucking man logic. That's what the fuck that was.
No, I don't know what the fuck he on. Don't include me in that.
No.
There's no such thing as lesbians because they're always, they need a dick to plug something in.
Right? They got toys and shit. I'm like, why don't you just get a real dick?
Exactly.
Wow.
100%.
Yo.
Like,
I'm about to parachute up out of this one, bro. Like, yo.
Killzone's like, all right. On the topics tonight include activism, lesbians, cheating.
Lesbians, are they real or are they a myth? Like, no.
They are fucking myths because what they want is they don't want really a man. They don't want a woman. They want a transvestite or she-male.
They're not a myth. They're a lie.
They want someone that looks like a woman because that's what they're attracted to. But they also want that dick.
They're just confused, all right?
Boy.
Let's just be real.
Whoa. Yo, where's the jetpack so I can fly away from this?
Killzone, you gonna get in on this and shut shit down? This your take?
Yo, I see
Link was taking. Hold on. What'd you say? Wait, hold on, bring it back because Link was texting me. I don't know.
You missed the whole shit. Nah, you don't deserve to know what the fuck happened.
No, wait a minute. Run it back. Run it back.
Next topic, bro.
No. I'm trying
to have to do some editing today.
No, we keeping this shit up. Fuck that.
Trust me, there's no bringing it back. Just go to the next topic.
If YouTube is run by ABC, they're gonna shut this shit down. So
no, they ain't that.
What the fuck I just said?
Okay, well, I mean, you said it already, so you can just say it again. Shit.
I'll tell you. Ellen ain't that generous.
What?
Ellen ain't that generous.
Oh, boy.
Well, you know what, though? This is my thing. Hold on. Let's keep it real. Well, it's cool because we got a woman on her. Because women, y'all, they be on there talking about fucking and sucking and doing. Yeah, but listen to
homeboy just did pull the what's his face said he got a binder full of women. Oh no!
I said on horrible. It's a podcast.
Shit.
It's a podcast called Horrible Decisions. And they be talking about fucking and sucking on niggas.
I think I made you uncomfortable. I'm sorry.
That's not what we're talking about. Chill.
No, it's all good. I mean, if they doing it, fuck it. They get paid. We don't get money when they.
We already brought it to 1,000.
Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened because I'm not scared to do the shit. This is what the fuck happened. I said the lesbians be using toys and shit.
Oh yeah.
And because lesbians are using toys and shit, they still want that dick.
Exactly.
So what they want is they want a dick that look like a female because that's what they fucking attracted to for some fucking reason.
No. They tried. No. This is my theory, and I'll go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So they want the dick, but they wanted it in female form. They wanted it to look like a fucking female. So they use toys and shit. So the whole thing come down to females still want dick.
Mm-hmm. But they don't. But they tired of dealing with.
And then I said,
"Bring it back. Say it."
What did I say, Loopy?
I don't remember. You the sober one.
And then I allegedly. And then I said, "There's no such thing as lesbians."
Oh yeah, you did say that shit.
Because they all want some dick. So.
I mean, but see, the thing is, women that I know, huh?
Go get him that dick. Show him what it is.
No, hoes ain't fucking with me. Only person love
I'm
me.
a married man. I'm just speaking on topics.
Yeah. But see, this is the reason why women like women is because women cheat differently and they more slick. So but it's not a man, because when a man is fucking on a woman, she automatically gets in her feelings. And if you have it raw dog, hot, wet, freaky sex, you gonna automatically catch feelings, because that's how this shit is designed. Women are designed. And
then, what does this have to do with your album of the year exactly?
No, well, we freaky. Okay, shit. Bring it back. We was talking. I don't even know how we got here, but shit, this is the epic shows right here.
Oh boy,
talking about. But ain't no goddamn. Like I said, I had I can't decide on one, but as far as game of the year, I love Spider-Man. I got my platinum on it. I played the fuck out of it. Pissed some people off.
All email inquiries can be sent to Killzone John.
No, I ain't trying to offend nobody. I'm just saying, look, I'm not trying to offend nobody. We just making jokes here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
But I am. Okay, I could be.
Hey, I'm not, and that's gonna look. I'm not giving no. As far as Migos, I'm not passing.
Like the band?
No, as far as myself, Killzone go. Hold on. I'm singing Breezy. Damn it! I don't want Eminem taking this shit down.
As far as Migos,
but as far because he's singing the song. But as far as Migos, I'm not trying to give no. I'm not chasing or pursuing no new punani for the rest of this year, and not Breezy.
Why was that a statement that needed to be made though? Like, why did you?
Because I always ask Breezy. No,
I'm saying, where did this come from, bro?
January 1st, 2019. I got you.
No.
You just been in Killzone inbox. January 2019.
Ain't nobody in my fucking inbox. My inbox deader than the fucking elephant graveyard. Fucking my shit dropped. Tumbleweed. No, I'm being serious now. Bro? We closing the show. We on the.
That's how you close your shows, bro.
Crazy. We just go for crazy at the end.
It was a great time, though. There was a lot of passion tonight. Everybody had a great say on a lot of topics. It was really appreciate you guys having me on here, man.
Man, hold on.
Everybody had a lot of cool stuff to say.
Yeah, man. Link, man, he didn't clap. This is the thing about it. We all clap back and we crack jokes and make jokes about each other. So I just want to go ahead and apologize to Link. You the homeboy. I didn't mean to offend you with the jokes. And you know, Breezy fuck with me all the time. Loopy definitely fuck with me all the time. And
well, I got a disclaimer, you know. I make jokes too sometimes, but I was not joking when I said that. Lesbians are not real.
Yeah, well, okay. Okay, so now he like look the views and opinions of John.
I mean, like I'm open, like I'm willing to be wrong, but I'm not wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't want to offend nobody, so it just.
I don't want to offend anybody, you know.
That's his own personal thing. Everybody offend. I don't care. Like
this is how I rationalize that, though.
I don't want to hurt nobody. So you know, holla at me.
Well, I got an answer to that too. This is how I rationalize it. You know, just because it's wrong, it's not my job to stop you. So. You can do whatever you want to do. I don't mind, you know. I won't judge a person from what they're doing, but that doesn't make it normal. Like there's a lot of stuff that people do that's not normal. You catch my drift? So, but it's not my job to stop you and tell you about it. I'm just stating an opinion.
Exactly. Breezy just dropped off. That was perfect though. That was fucking perfect, Breezy. Breezy dropped the fuck off soon as he said that shit. He like, whoop.
Let me come back in 2 minutes and get with y'all.
But I'm saying, I agree. I agree. No, I agree.
No, you don't got to be agreeing, bro. Just
no. I agree. No, I agree what she said about.
Hold on. This is your channel.
I agree. Hold up. No. I agree with what he just said. Was that if you believe something, if you want to do something, it's not. I don't have the right to tell you about what you're doing. And to quote Pusha T, Breezy favorite person, it's not for me to judge. It's not for me to judge you or your. I'm gonna use this in air quotes sin because I got a lot of dirt and a lot of shit. Like I said, I'm trying not to be. I'm trying not to pass out no new dick for the rest. I mean, pass out. I mean, not pass out no dick. I'm trying not to pass out no dick to nobody else, no other woman for the rest of this 2018 year and beyond. No, not even and beyond.
Best of luck to you on the last 2 fucking months.
No, I'm talking about. Well, I'm just saying, like now,
2019 January 1st, I got you, dog.
No. I'm just saying, like.
With a chick with like a little lock on her, be like, it is 12 a.m. Unlocked.
No.
Exactly though. Like you can do whatever you want in life, and I'm not gonna try to stop you. But don't expect everybody to think that it's normal. That's all.
I agree with everything, but now,
puzzle. It's all a puzzle. Your puzzle is not a puzzle. Like you put the pieces together wrong.
Well, see, that's what I'm going to say right quick. Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this right quick. Hold up. So, yeah, the reason why I say that because Bree and Breezy
1 + 1 don't equal 10.
Okay, hold on. Me and Breezy had this run. I used to come on here because Breezy back in the day, he's a changed man now. He's a family man. He might be a family man here in a little minute.
No.
Okay, well he's a committed man.
Married. I'm not having children.
He's
DJ Killzone Vlad spreading rumors.
He a committed man. But the Breezy is not like he used to be. He's been delivered.
He's mature. He's grown as he got older.
Exactly. Yes, he's matured a little bit, and he's settled down a little bit now.
A little bit.
Most of the time, people don't change. They just grow and mature.
Okay, well, I'm saying Breezy.
Breezy's mad chill. You gotta have a lot of patience to be training pigeons and shit.
Breezy,
facts, bro.
Breezy, hold on, Breezy.
You're not going and catching a couple pelicans, bro. I'm gonna get my Florida man on watch.
Breezy used to be like Link back in the day. That's all I'm gonna say. Like Breezy, and I used to ask Breezy where the hose was at.
Rather unscrupulous women.
Yes. Clean it up.
Unscrupulous.
So, but I'm just saying it because like now anybody that already got the peen can get some more of it, ladies. If you want some.
This is getting too detailed, real quick.
But I'm just let me finish. All right, but anyway,
so you replace the habla du mangata.
I'm just saying that because I'm saying that
you can get the dick if you want it, ladies. Hit up his inbox.
No. If you already got it this year, you can get it again.
It's like Loot Crate.
You put $5 down, you get this many.
Yeah, but after this month,
you gotta calculate it for these women. Make it easy.
No. After this, if you didn't get it last month in the last 30 days, it's gone. You can't get it back again. Like Loot Crate.
Killzone over there running some prices right type shit. What's behind door number 2?
I'm just saying that because I want to be more focused on myself and get
unless you've seen him recently, and in which case, fuck being focused.
Every man that fucks casually wants to be more focused on his fucking self. So don't be telling everybody you want to know. Just so I'm a casual man.
I'm a casual.
I'm gonna keep it cash. That's what Killzone.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying.
No. Killzone, don't try to clean it up.
No, it's not.
You fuck these fiends. I'm a casual man.
You a casual.
Oh, John left. All right. Well, look. I'm not even going to explain it. This is the show, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been watching through the whole thing, shout out Loopy, Breezy, John, and that boy Link. I'm finna holler at Link, man. Link, come back, dog. We ain't mean to hurt your feelings, dog. So this is the Beats of Bitz podcast.
I ain't say nothing. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right, y'all. We up out of here. It's Beats of Bitz podcast. See y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Super casual.